In the end, as I was talk all about, I thought maybe I will finish it quickly, the story of the leftover information from last 3 weeks. Today I would like to finish it, but I still continue, not finished, a little bit left, that about the Dawood, about his power, a religious power or a miracle power. The miracle power Dawood also had, that his physically himself he was very strong, and at the same time his finger, his hand was very much unusual hand, unusual finger he had. When he took the piece of the iron and smashed it entirely. So and then before to put him on the fire, that iron to become to soft, but he did it by pushing in the hand, the iron become small piece of iron, and that's why he made from that when they soft the iron, and then they do all kind of thread from that iron, and then he make it from the defend vest for the army, and then he sell it from that, instead of he took in any kind of salary from his government, his place, his position. He did not took at all. He do by himself, and as a normal person, for their own life expense, and that was whoever or the make on work by the own job, by a private job. He was cover all his own expense by himself, instead of take the salary or take advantage of anything from the government. However, this was all about the David, but our program was actually, as you see, the back was about the sin, even though the Farsi is gunah in sawab, in English is a sin and reward also, I can say, or I can say the requital or sin, opposite, but Farsi is one of them is sawab, one of them is gunah. And actual program was for that. I thought maybe I will finish it quickly about the leftover of the program from Talut and Jalut and David, and but I could not finish it, but it took a little bit long. I'm sorry about it, I apologize. But sin is the also sin and the requital, two opposite to each other, as you know that, like lie and honesty, or black and white, or anything's opposite. This is the one of them is sin and requital. Sin is the providing, alluring by the bad action against God consent, as you know, that always the action of the sin or bad action bring sin or make sin. This is the name. And at the same time, the sin is the not something to worth to use it for some reason, but this is a name, the name, like lie, like any other things. This is name of the sin, and the another is rewards or doing good, or one of them is good deed. However, these two subject which was I have to talk about it. There is a lot of things in the life of human being is involved. This is the the last result of the life in related to these two words. One is sin and the other one is reward or requital. Sin is the temptation or by Satan or by the person who is interested in the worldly or materialistic or one things that is with own mind. But the reward or doing good deed, the result is the highest place, not hereafter as well as here too. The reward or the sawab, what you see on the black written on the back of my board by Farsi language. Of course, the gunah means sin, and the sawab means reward or requital. But however, then I would like to talk about them through to the all Islamic point of view or the religious point of view, or the one to be as the human supposed to be which one is better for to live with it. Always with the gunah, with the sin, you can live with the all sin all the time, and also you can do with the good deed all the time. Because why? Allah gave that as a permit to the to the human being, as well also the demands, as well to the Satan. This three creation, Allah's creation, has permit to do whatever you can do. Is in the Arabic word is Fa'ilul Mukhtar, but in English, do whatever you can do. This is up to you. So only the result of these two things is like bright and dark. If you can live in the darkness, also you can do. If you can live in the bright, in the light, that's enjoyment. That's is very much safe. It's good as a life with the all other prosperity or those other things. The sin is one of the major of the action which Allah does not want, even though you can do it, but the consent of Allah is not for sin. But unfortunately, it is just as now is a normal way to all human beings are involved in sin. No one be off from the sin. Sin make the person as a low, as a down to the hell, make a person to have punishment. And both of them has revenge, or that revenge by action. Somebody made bad actions, it bring the name of sin. And the other also make a good deed, and they become a mu'min. And the person in the mu'min places highly in the day of hereafter. This has the or very simply I can say, which is the in the next world or our next life, is we will be reach on the two places. One is the brightness, is the gardens, is a beautiful, all prospers, and the other word, and the other is would be dark and is trench-wise, garbage style, those things a lot. And why people go to those things in the hereafter? Because of these two sin and the reward or requital. The in Quran about the this two is talk a lot. Always when you see in a you study Quran, in many places you will find amal salihat. Amal means action, salihat means the good things, good deed. And also the person which is doing amal salihat, he is supposed to be a mu'min. He's supposed to be mu'min. Call it mu'min. And the person who doing such bad things is called the hypocrite, or some liar, or those all kinds of names on that. The one who has lived with the sin. So in Quran divide these two by degree. So they call it kabira, and then call it saghira by Arabic way, and then is a big and little or small. Both is bad. There is, you cannot say it is a when you say sin is sin, it doesn't matter it's kabira or saghira. A sin is sin. Like for example, the acid when is kill the person. So if you drink 1 spoon, then give you all, kill the person, or at least give him all kind of painful. Either if you drink 1 cup of those acid or the liquors, those bad things, same thing. When you do sin, is no meaning that is you are and you be different. Already you can change. You are from good to bad. And at the same thing also, other side is the reward, or about the sawab in the back if you see, or good things, good deed. But unfortunately my time is finished. But inshallah next week about the important my subject, even though was and this two, sin and requital, but I could not finish it because the leftover of the last program about the David took all our time for that information. Inshallah, in next week entirely we will talk about this two subject which you see in the back by white written. It is sawab and gunah. May Allah bless you. Thank you so much for watching so far.